My favorite part of camp was touring the Craig Power Station and the mine that also went with it, Trapper Mine. When I toured the mine and the power station, it really put into perspective how much work and manpower and time it actually takes to get the electricity to my house. Seeing the mine gave me a perspective of all the coal that it takes to actually produce the electricity, and then when we went over to the power plant, I saw that coal actually be put into work and go through the entire process of letting the electricity off. So that really put into perspective as to how much work it really takes to create my energy. The vehicles at the mine were huge. It's hard to describe. I mean, we have loaders on my family farm, and the loaders that they have at the mine don't even compare to that. I mean, they're double, triple in size of those loaders. The trucks that haul the coal, they're unreal. I mean, the drivers and the people that work at the mine, they're very trained and they're very skilled in their job, and they are very good at driving those equipment. And it was very cool to see all the equipment. It was huge. The aviation and the tour of the hawks and the birds, that was very cool. The gentleman that brought them in had those birds very trained. They were very respectful. They listened to him well. He did a couple special tricks for us. They were cool. He had an owl, he had a bald eagle, and some kids at the camp had never actually seen a bald eagle in person, so that experience for them was really cool for them to see those birds. Yes, this year at camp we had a little bit of bear action. Some counselors said that there was a little bit more bear action this year than there had been ever in the past. So we would walk out a couple mornings, then the trash cans would be knocked over, and you could tell that the bears were there, and we didn't clean up our trash properly, and so they ate our trash. A gentleman by the name of Andy with YW Electric put on a electrical demonstration as to why you can't touch power lines and what it does to you and how it electrocutes you, and he gave his story as to how he lost his arm in being a lineman servicing. So he put on a great safety thing for us, taught us the do's and don'ts of the power lines, to call your local electrical association if you ever see a problem, and to properly care for those lines and keep yourself safe. There was a lot of team building exercises. We had a gentleman come in that would break us into teams, and he would use a rope, and we would all have to pull evenly on the rope, and that kind of taught us that if one person doesn't pull evenly, then the whole group is going to fall over and you're not working as a team. So building and working with that rope really taught us that you have to work as a team, because if you don't, even if one member doesn't pull right, the whole team is going to fall over. And there were several other activities. A couple of them were big group activities. A couple of them you would have a partner. So there were a lot of activities, and I learned a lot from those team activities. For fun, we got to go on a rafting trip at camp. I personally was in the front boat. I did not get wet very much at all. There were a couple girls in my boat that wished we would have gotten wetter, but I mean, we were the front boat, we were the lead boat, so we couldn't have. The boats behind us were pulling kids in and having all sorts of fun. They had squirt guns. The ambassadors would jump out and swim to every boat they could get their hands on. I think the counselor's boat got a little bit more wet than they were wanting to be, but it was a great time. I had never been rafting before, so it was a great experience for me. I would tell someone that was applying, I'm not going to lie, I was a little leery applying. I didn't really want to. My parents strongly encouraged me to. Looking back on it today, I am so glad I did. I was a little bit nervous to go, a little bit dreading it, but Jessie Heath with Highline made me feel comfortable the entire trip. She was wonderful. All of the counselors there treated me well. I met so many kids that I am still in contact with. I don't regret the experience at all. It turned out to be a wonderful time. This camp has made me a more open person. I was never very social. I mean, I don't like to go out and do stuff and hang out with people, but going to this camp kind of made me break out of my shell and go talk to people and meet new people and have friends that I can still be in contact with today. So I think just going to the camp made me want to be a little bit more social, meeting some new people.
Highline Electric is accepting applications for the 2019 camp and tour until December 18th of 2018. To apply, visit our website at www.hea.coop. The link is in the description.